People are still frustrated at Kabam for removing the Tier 2 Alpha from the Alliance War season rewards. The 2014 arena didn't please everyone, but went relatively low, and Chapter 5 of the fantastic Chronicles is released. Yes, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Contest of Champions news to start your blimmin' week. And this is the type of news you can jingle your bells to, festive vibes. And yes, it is true, I'm getting into the festive spirit. It's only a few days away till Christmas. Yay! As festive Dave would say, ho ho ho, instead of yo yo yo. We miss you, Dave. Dave's busy at the moment. Some people have been asking me about Dave, say where's he? He's busy, he's got stuff on. But whatever, you know, he's busy with, you'll know that it'll be posted at some point soon. So, miss you, Dave. Come back. We need you. All that joyfulness and happiness aside, this video pinged up a couple of days ago, which is a Chapter 5 Chronicles of the Fantastic Four. So if you're interested in the story aspect and how we've kind of built this story from the start of the year and now coming and finishing where it is now, we have now got the ending point for this. And obviously it ends with Silver Surfer. His job was to find all members of the Fantastic Four and bring them to the contest. Especially maybe to fight against something much bigger, a bigger foe, which may be more than likely Galactus in this kind of shared universe. This is an interesting little video, link is in the description, but there is something that a lot of players have kind of memed on, and that was the stuff with Silver Surfer, because they talk a bit about the character's creation and the fact that it's not the most easiest to play, even from the developers themselves. And obviously if you go to the comment section, people are definitely saying, not really to that effect, but kind of talking about the hype around that character to what we've actually received in game. Very interesting. Okay, so one of the biggest stories to come out of last week wasn't the Alliance Wars changes to things like nodes and stuff. People were very much more interested, and with good reason, to the fact that the lack of Tier 2 Alpha, the more further you go up in your progression in the different tiers. And that really ruffled some jimmies. And the jimmies seem to be ruffled based on what people have in their own grind of economy. So for some, as even said here, some have Tier 5 basics but don't have the Tier 2 Alpha. Others have the Tier 2 Alpha but not the Tier 5 basics. And a lot of these people are, you know, in that particular alliance that are affected by there being no Tier 2 Alpha. From reading a lot of people's kind of feedback and the way that it is, some are in those situations where the Tier 2 Alpha is being removed, and other people are kind of commenting that aren't in that situation. Either way, there does seem to be a difference of opinion from the community on this one, and it's really hard to get an idea because the people that are affected by this should, I'd say, have more of a say whether or not it does affect them. And it does seem that that is very balanced to, yes, as we've just read. Some people will have the Tier 2 Alpha but not have the Tier 5 basics, and vice versa. So is Kabam theoretically making a good decision by making this change? And the answer is unfortunately inconclusive, because in this situation here, as well as the kind of general feedback, is the data is pinpoint to your own personal problem in game, which is for this person, they don't have enough Tier 4 basic or Tier 5 basic in order to take champions further. But then when you look at the scenario here, that somebody has a problem with the fact they've got too much Tier 5 basic and not enough Tier 2 Alpha. But again, this is one of these things where this will be affecting some but not others. Are people getting their Tier 2 Alpha mainly from map 7 crystals for those that do it? And obviously you'd expect those that are in the top tiered Alliance Wars or Alliance War seasons and rank would be doing map 7 in this. So you're kind of going, right, well, that's not too great with giving us an idea of like, is this dramatically affecting? Because everybody's own grinding game and their own progression and what they have in their own inventory is different to others. I've got too much Tier 5 basic currently, but not enough Tier 2 Alpha. But I don't think it's something that I can complain about, because I can do content to then get some more back. But when I spend it all, what will I be left with? This scenario? Or will I be left with this scenario here? I just don't know as of yet. Also, someone points out their own experience in game to the extent of when it takes them to get a Tier 2 Alpha, which compared with a Tier 5 basic would take them 8 weeks, and a Tier 2 Alpha would take them 20 weeks to get from different types of sources, from doing Uncollected, Master, Glory Store, etc. But there was one thing missing which Kabam Mike pointed out. And that was the Alliance Quest rewards. Also, it should be a case of pinpointing stuff like crystals as well, or I suppose that's a variable. But still, it's very interesting to do something like this. I don't know if anybody has done something where they include everything in this, from map crystals right the way through to what they get from rank rewards from Alliance Quest, etc. That would be interesting to see if anybody's done that. And obviously, what are your takeaways from this? Do you think that this Tier 2 Alpha change is justified? Do you think we've got a problem with Tier 2 Alpha in game? Also, I'd like to just end on this one. So, Integra says that we're playing AQ, AW for nothing. We get Tier 5 basics, but they're expiring. But this is the funny point when he says, and why is Luke Cage in a cage? He did not do anything wrong. I don't know, I thought it was funny. In any case, we've now voted on Marvel Contest Champions True Cost, which champion has the best animations of the year. And yeah, Clairvoyant Black Widow is pretty darn spicy. I do have this champion. It is one of many that I've got on a long list of champions I've got to rank up, and I've got to put an ordering behind it, which one's going to get the rank. She's actually top there. She's probably one of two, depending on what happens with the 6-star opening on Christmas Day. So fingers crossed on that one. But yeah, great champion, amazing animations. Command put a lot of effort. There's a lot of decent champions that have had some amazing animations this year, from Namor to Guillotine 2099 to Warlock, etc, etc. So it's, and as well, Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom's is pretty amazing, especially with like SP3, SP1, SP2. They're all pretty epic. So yeah, I'm happy to see her up there because she does some amazing magical shears. Also, for those that missed it, on Saturday's news, I'll let you know that Squirrel Girl and Nova's animations and, well, you can see some aspects of potential abilities are actually like in this video here. This is done by Otrix, link is in the description down below, and just shows some fantastic gameplay from these two characters in action, with Nova's SP3 looking epic as hell. Next up, and moving on to Marvel Insider, there's a couple of things to mention here. So first and foremost, you can get this exclusive 2019 crystal. It's a 3-star one, so I know some people might not be too impressed with this, but there could be some good champions in here for those that like some of the 2019 champions. There's been some solid ones in 2019. So if you want some premium hero crystals, energy refills, also like signature stone crystals as well. Like, I didn't think that Caban would put them in, but still, look, there's that on there. Or you could take a chance with this ultimate crystal, which is 25,000 points cheaper, and you get an ultimate crystal, some energy refills, 250 3-star shards, as well as 250 4-star shards, which isn't too bad really if you think about it. But the fact is, I'm sure people will either go for the one before or the one here. And now let's move on to arena predictions. All my predictions are down below at the moment. But I must stress something. I'm not 100% sure if we'll get a rerun of this arena. So will we or will we not get a round 2? Especially based on the fact that we've got the arena to run until January. But is it causing an issue if we do like 2 rounds of 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19? Like the fact is, that's going to be the good chunk of 5 weeks. So will that work out right? Is that correct? Is that incorrect? I just don't know. So we'll have to kind of see what happens a bit later on today. But if it does rerun, then I'm going with Invisible Woman, who was picking up about 2 mil. I'm still going with what I said last time, 2.2 mil. I think that's going to be enough, especially with the round 2 for this basic. Now onto the 4-star featured. As you can see, at 6 mil is enough to pick up 800 5-star shards and that crystal, which, let's face it, if you're getting a dupe and also you're getting a max signature, and as well the 800 from there, man, you're going to take home a lovely amount of 5-star shards from doing this arena. And that's one positive I think people are forgetting from this arena if you are interested in shards. Now, that's the thing with this. I feel that 6 mil is going to be a safe bet. Yes, okay, it does put you quite high with the positions. And yes, it's probably something like saying like, okay, well, 5.5 was enough. 5.8 may be enough. But let's face it, we want to secure. And if we want to secure 6 mil, I'm going with the prediction for round 2. And now the 5-star arena, which is me. Yes, that's right. I put up 20,367,000 and got position 369. Kind of weird that I got 69. Had to be that. Had to be that. But yeah, the reasons that I did this were really largely based on 6-star shards, and I've got the opening coming out at a later date. But the fact is, if you want to look at a good opportunity to pick up some 6-star shards, in round 2, I kind of feel that this is going to go about 23 mil. And I think that's just going to case of going safe rather than sorry if you want to pick up something like 6-star shards and as well have a chance at some of these champions. Not the best champions, I must admit. And again, this is based on the fact of picking up 6-star shards. If I didn't have to do the video for the Christmas Day one, the 4 6-star shards, I probably wouldn't have bothered with this arena. But the fact is, I think this is the easier one to get a rank in. And as well, having 400 positions, which, let's face it, that would be really good for the game if the Kabam could do that in future. But I don't think they will. And obviously it's RNG related, so I suppose that's why they've increased it to 400 positions as opposed to the normal 150 or 149, whatever it is. In any case, that's my predictions. There we have it. That's been the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. I will probably look to put into a special news on Tuesday rather than doing a news on Wednesday, because obviously it's Christmas Day. I do want to do something that covers what maybe the mystery gift is, if we are getting a mystery gift in game, and as well what the deals are like. So that's something I will cover on Christmas Day, but it'll probably be a little bit later on. But thanks very much for watching this video. Hope you're going to have a lovely week. I've got lots of content to post, including my beginner guides, so look out for that. All the best. Catch you in the next one. Bye-bye for now. And check out some content here and here. Bye. Go away.